My very first date ever was my sophomore year in high school, the Sadie Hawkins Day dance. Girl asked me out because she heard I was easy. I started that rumor. That was back when I was proactive. I reached my sexual peak 40 years ago. I'm down to one shade of gray. Two shades if I catch a nap in the afternoon. I love my fucking naps. I take one 15-minute nap every hour. I call that rebooting. Sex is still exciting. I never know what's going to happen first, the orgasm or the foot cramp. You want to get them both at the same time. I once dated a lady who wore camouflage pajamas and slept on camouflage bed sheets. Instead of foreplay, I had to go on reconnaissance. I was in bed with a cheerleader, and she whispered in my ear, "Give me the D." I whispered in her ear, "D," then waited for the next letter. So, I'm back on the dating scene. I'm looking for a rich widow woman. I want to spend my twilight years to some lady's geezer toy. A geezer toy is like a boy toy, but with shorter hours. A lady asked me if I wanted to participate in a polyamorous relationship, which involves multiple partners. I said, sure, but we're going to need name tags. I participated in senior speed dating. Now, in regular speed dating, you're sitting at a table with a woman, a bell rings, you move to another table. In senior speed dating, you're sitting at a table with a woman, a bell rings, you wake up, you yell at whoever keeps ringing that goddamn bell. Trying to take a nap here, pal. I'd love to be married. And at 72 years old, I'm ready to make a lifetime commitment. I want to be either married or adopted. One of y'all choose, I don't care. Okay, I just decided something because I do want to be in a relationship, but I don't have the focus or the energy to get onto the dating scene. So I will pay anybody $50,000 to find me a lady friend. Now she has to be kind, she has to be fun, and she has to be wealthy because I'm going to owe somebody $50,000. Earlier before I came up here tonight, I was talking to my neighbor, Barton, gentleman about my age, and he was telling me some bullshit story about being at Woodstock, which pissed me off, because that's my bullshit story. I had to go to my backup bullshit story, Apollo 13. We live in an interesting neighborhood. We don't have a neighborhood crime watch program. We do have a neighborhood peeping Tom who helps out. Barton loves Judge Judy. Thinks she's hot. After every ruling, he yells, "Erection sustained." Barton's a big believer in conspiracies. He believed the government faked both the moon landing and his wife's orgasms. Barton and his wife, Margaret, recently remarried. When Margaret said, "I do," Barton said, "God damn it, not again." His grandson has a lot of body piercings, just nothing but metal, hanging all over his body. He works as a wind chime. I have a nice apartment, have a lot of plants. Some people would say mold. The haters. I tell you what, those fucking haters are everywhere. My place is a pigsty. I have a maid that comes in once a week and cries. Well, no doubt about it. Y'all are a terrific audience. Not all, yeah, give yourselves a round of applause. Not all audiences are as terrific as y'all. A couple of Fridays ago, a guy was talking during my act, which pissed me off because he was talking in his sleep. A lot of comics do very well. A lot of comics make what they call fuck you money. Enough money to tell the rest of the world, fuck you. I'm currently making fuck me money. There were no open mics when I started. I had to do stand-up door to door. Took forever to set up the lights. Everybody wants to do stand-up these days, and I give all the newcomers the same advice. Get the fuck away from me. Actually, I get along well with the comics here in Houston. They can't be overprotective. If I pause too long between jokes, they dial 911. I have done some acting. I was in a local production of West Side Story. I played Alfred. Boy, the other actors were pissed.